Kevin Wilson. I'm the director of vocal pedagogy at the Boston Conservatory. And I run the master's degree programs in vocal pedagogy, but I'm also a voice teacher. I teach primarily music theater, and I teach, one of the things I do a lot is teach teachers how to teach musical theater. So I fly all over the world and to a lot of universities and just do a lot of teaching the teacher, but also working with the students. So that's it. And if you don't know anything about the Boston Conservatory is one of the oldest conservatories in the country. It was the first conservatory in the country to admit women and to admit people of color. And that was its mission from the very beginning. So it's always been a little bit ahead of the game in a wonderful way. And so it's a great place to work and a great place to study. Who's first? Do we know?
Bridget, would you like to start?
Yeah, that's good with me.
Great.
Okay.
So yeah, just tell us your name and what you're singing, and let's do it.
All right. My name is Bridget Sindelar, and I'm going to be singing Where Am I Now from Lysistrata Jones.
Great.
Fight, fight, go, Athens, go. What a joke, that much I know. Seems so strange, now it's suddenly so complex, and I have no clue what comes next. Is this all there really is? Just endless days of making do, putting up with second best, always wanting something new, wanting something better to shake me to my core. Something magic, something more. I want more. I want more. Where am I now? Where am I now? I'm standing alone with nothing but fear. Please give me a sign. Will an answer appear? Where am I now? Where am I now? Where am I now?
Yay. Hey, great job, Bridget. What year are you in school?
I'm in 10th grade.
You're in 10th grade. Okay, so you're about 15, 16?
Yeah.
All right, great. You sound fantastic, and you're doing a really good job with this song. One of the things that I thought was interesting, and I want to kind of work with this a little bit, is the way that you spoke and introduced the song is not the way that you started singing it, right? And this is a very kind of a speech access song, right? So I want to just play a little bit here in the beginning with just seeing what types of resonances and noises you can make, and then we'll see how those can influence I just gave away my secret when my knee came up. I have shorts on, but I have a dress shirt on. So what I want to do is I just want to have you make some noises. I'm going to make them and you're going to make them back at me, okay?
Okay.
So we're just going to go, yeah, just a little bit of air. Say, oh no.
Oh no.
Good. Now what I want you to do is I want you to check the position of your head because your shoulders like a little bit further back than your ears. I just want you to move your shoulders like this. You're gonna bring them completely forward like this. Yeah. Now I just want you to hang out there for a second. Oh no.
Oh no.
Good. So can you make that the brightest oh no you've ever made? Oh no.
Oh no.
Good. Now go no. So now we're gonna go from that bright kind of no down there. No, and we're gonna make it warmer. We're gonna go no. Right? Can you make that noise back to me?
No.
Yeah. Can you get back to that brightness again? Go ahead.
No.
Good, 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 good. Now say, hey,
Hey,
hey, hey.
hey, hey,
Good, now go, hey.
hey.
Yeah, now say, no, 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 no.
No, no, no.
Why?
Why?
There you go. So now I feel like the air is moving. We got a little bit of connection to your breath, a little bit. Your posture's even a little bit better just because we just did a little bit of stretchy stuff, right? What is the first line of the song?
Fight, fight, go, Athens, go.
Good. So say, is she a cheerleader in this moment?
Yes.
Okay, great. So do cheerleaders go fight, fight, go Athens, go? No. Or how do they? What type of energy would they have here?
Fight, fight, go, Athens, go.
Good. Now, if you were doing it, let's pretend you're 30 years older and you're like, fight, fight. Let me hear that.
Fight, fight, go, Athens, go.
Gonna go, go Athens, go.
Go, Athens, go.
So when you do that, do you feel a little bit of vibration right here? Go Athens, go.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. Now go, go Athens, go.
Go, Athens, go.
Good. Now I want you to start the beginning of the song again, okay? And I want you to have that much sound.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're gonna fast forward and I wanna put some extra belt in your belt. Put some skirts in your belt, okay?
Fight, fight, go, Athens, go. What a joke. That much I know. Seems so strange now, it's suddenly so complex, and I have no clue what comes next. Is this all there really is? Just
Good. So now we come out of this, right? And you're saying, is this all there really is, right? So one thing that we learn as children is we learn how to be whiny, right? We learn to whine until we get what we want, right?
Yeah.
And so when you're asking questions and you really want to know, especially when you're with a young character, embrace the sound you know, which is the whine. So is this my dry erase marker? Is this my, whatever these things are called that you put memory sticks on? The memory stick, right? So can you just say why?
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 Say mommy, why?
Mommy, why?
I say my mommy makes me mad.
My mommy makes me mad.
And that's the tone I want you to use right here. So you just rewind it just a bit and start and just be whiny and ask these questions.
Okay. Is this all there really is? Just endless days of making do. Putting up with second best. Always wanting something new. Wanting something better to shake me to my core.
Good.
Something magic, something more. I want more. I want more. Where am I now? Where am I now? I'm standing alone with nothing but fear. Please give me a sign. Will an answer appear? Where am I now?
Stay in it.
I know. Where am I now?
Good. Okay, great. So after you did the whininess, what happened? Could you feel your voice a little bit different?
Yeah, it sounded like more forward, but not in like a bad way.
Yeah. So you had more resonance, right?
Yeah.
And then also your vibrato was a little bit more organized because you feel there was a little bit more kind of organization underneath it. Yeah. Okay, great. Now the last thing you're singing there, which is going to be mostly head voice, but you're putting it in a belty sound, right? So whatever language you use with your teacher, I don't know if you use mode 2 or you use head voice or mix or I don't know what you call it, but so can you go, yeah,
Yeah.
You go, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds so weird with my allergies right now. Like I have to go with Jeff in my right ear. Do it again.
Yeah.
What are the last words there?
Where am I now?
Where am I? Now is the word, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So remember that. So now what I want you to do is remember when I told you to be really whiny?
Mhm.
Okay. So the most efficient belting machines in the world are babies, right? Have you ever heard a baby get hoarse?
Yeah.
No, they don't, right? They're like, ah, 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 all day. And everybody can hear them like 3 houses down, right?
Yeah.
So that's all we're doing is using a little bit of a baby cry there to make that really effective in that tone, right?
Mhm.
So just, can you make a baby cry on that? Go, no.
No.
Good. Now, can you do it like somebody down the street stole your purse and you want them to bring it back to you? Say, bring it back to me. No.
Bring it back to me now. No,
Good, but on that pitch, you overshot it, right? Do it again.
bring it back to me now.
No.
No.
Yeah, so we're gonna do 3 nows in a row. I'm gonna do it down the octave, or in my octave. No, no, no. Your turn.
No.
Good. Now where are we now? Or let's just sing the line now with that much energy.
Where am I now?
Good. Do you feel the difference in that?
Yeah, that felt good.
Yeah, I know, right? So what happens is you got a little bit more organized. Could you feel that was a little bit more organized lower in your body, actually?
Yeah, it was like not like, yeah.
Yeah, because it was more powerful, right? So when I had you kind of doing the hollering thing, like bring back my purse and things like that, that was me trying to get you to know what, we already know how to yell, right?
Yeah.
Right. If we have siblings or we have parents, we know how to yell, right? And so no one has to teach you how to do that. Right. So I wouldn't say belting is yelling, but belting is using the efficiency of yelling, right? In the way that we organize our body, in the way that we organize our resonators, in the way that we organize our tone, right? So that was just really good. I felt that it was connected and I heard, it sounded chesty, but it wasn't, right? It wasn't. But you sure fooled all of us here, right?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, great. Fantastic job. Really good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That was super helpful.
Yeah, you're right. I love how aware you are. You're very, very aware. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep up that good work.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Right, who's next? Is it Ryan?
I can go if you want.
Is it Ryan or Ryan?
It's Ryan.
Okay, perfect.
All right, yeah, I can go.
Let's do it. What are you gonna sing for me?
I'm singing Avalanche from Kerrigan and Loudermilk's Tales from the Bad Years.
Okay, great. And what year are you in school?
I'm actually a junior music ed major at the Crane School of Music right now.
Okay, great.
Yeah, super interested in the musical theater vocal ped program. So excited.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, here we go. Oh, sorry. My phone disconnected from my Bluetooth. We love to. Remember the setting, take in the view from above, mountainous, infinite, mile after mile of the danger you love. It's colder than winter, vertigo starting to lift. Don't try to touch, don't warn me too much, you're causing a tectonic shift. Because I'm falling, I'm out of control and it feels like falling nowhere. The sign Don't act like it's simple. Don't say it's nothing at all. Balancing, teetering, pitch to the brink till you start to snowball. Just skimming the surface, but I dig a little too deep. I see the cracks, I weigh all the facts. I try to pull myself out, but it's steep and I'm falling. I'm out of control and it feels like falling nowhere. The sign ahead says, beware, here comes an avalanche. Run for cover and hide or you'll never survive me. I am an avalanche, you'll never get out alive. I don't know how you'll survive, 'cause I'm not destroyer, I am the huntress. I'm the lonely one, the only one. I am the heartbroken. I am the unspoken. I have nothing inside left to give. I just have an avalanche. Only this avalanche and love, because I'm in love. I'm in love with you. In love, 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 love. Here comes an avalanche, gaining speed and ice and snow. Oh, an avalanche. Teach me, I wanna let go. Catch me, I'm letting go. Let it snow. We're in an avalanche. It's all an avalanche. We are an avalanche. And we're falling. We're falling. We're falling, falling. Watch out
Good. I'll applaud for you since nobody else can applaud. Good job. Okay, all right. So one of the things, so you're a junior?
Yeah.
And you sing musical theater and classical music as well?
I do, yeah.
Okay, great. So one of the things is that I'm hearing a little bit of adjustments, some classical adjustments that I think that you're fighting, which aren't bad ones. We just need to understand when we need them, when we don't need them. But this song is like 85 minutes long. This is like a Jason R. Brown song, right?
Yeah, it's so long. The tempo was way slower than what I'm used to, so that was great too.
Okay, so you did a really good job with this. So good, congratulations. So one of the things I want to talk about is that there's all these little moments where you have this really beautiful nuance up, right? Where you're like belting, right? And then the thing about it is that when you journey back down into the belt, it's like instead of it just being like an easy transition, like kind of like riding an escalator down, it's like you're like sliding down the stairs on your butt. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like a heavy, it's like a heavy adjustment, right? And so what I want to see is if we can release, there's two parts of the song I want to work, and interesting enough, they are the beginning and the key change. I think the last key change, there might be 6 or 7, I don't know, but the last key change when we get to F, right? I think that was it, right? So the song starts in E flat, is that true? Okay. So what I want to do is I want to organize a little bit of the speech, okay? So can you just say for me, in a very small space, go, Give me a hum. And all the air is going to go through the nose.
Mm.
Good. And we're going to use the E flat because that's what the song's in. Little moans. So we're going to go me.
Me.
Good. And I want that E to be like the brightest thing you've ever made in your life. I'm going to go me.
Me.
Me, me, me.
Me, me, me.
So I'm going to go may.
May.
Good. Now when you put your fingers between your teeth, I hear you go may.
May.
Good. Do you feel the difference in the energy in that?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So we just got to reorganize the energy a little bit, right? So we can use some of those conductive resonant ears. So we're going to go me, may, me.
Me. May. Me.
Good. Now may, 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 may.
May, 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 may.
Now in this pitch, may, 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 may.
May, 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 may.
Keeping the jaw neutral, may, 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 may.
May, 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 may.
Good. So what we're going to try and do is work through your first passaggio in A, right? May, 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 may. So we can stay in your speech range, right? So just keep going.
May, 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 may.
Can make it whinier, may, or moanier, may, 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 may.
May, 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 may.
And you've lost the E ping in the A. So go me, 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 me.
Me, 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 me.
Me, may.
Me, may.
There you go. Don't open the jaw. Me, may.
Me, may.
Good. Now, you feel it?
Me, may. Me, may. Me, may.
So me, may, me, may, me, may.
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 Good. So now we've established that you can get to this whole beginning of the song without having to drop the jaw down a whole bunch, right?
Huh.
Okay, good. So move your fingers so you don't have to bite it off, right? What are the first words?
Remember the setting.
Good. What is the first pitch?
No. Remember the setting.
D, remember the setting,
Yeah.
right? Okay, good. So let's go me, may, right there.
Me, may.
No, good. They're gonna go me, may, remember the setting.
Me, may remember the setting.
Good. Like you went, remember the setting, right? Don't need it. Remember the setting, right? When you talk to your friends, you're like, oh my God, you guys, what do you want to do tonight? Right?
Yeah.
Probably not. Wait, do you have friends?
Yes, I have friends this morning.
Okay, good. So you don't talk like that. Right? All right, so same thing again. Just put your fingers here so we know the jaw isn't gonna drop down. Remember the setting. The lips and the tongue are your articulators here, okay?
Remember the setting.
Keep going.
Take in the view from above. Mountainous, infinite, mile after mile of the danger you love.
How's that feel?
So much easier.
What feels easier about it?
I don't feel like I have to push as hard to like get it out.
Yeah, because here's what happens. If the jaw drops too much and the larynx starts to lower, and lower larynx in speech says I have to belt, and then you have to put extra pressure on it, right? So it's like the layering in of all of these things, right? So we've just reduced it and then just put the microphone on, you know what I mean? Okay, could you start it with the music and see if you can keep that?
Yes,
And then we'll fast forward and go to the Skrulty key change.
absolutely. Oh,
Stay connected.
oh, remember the setting. Take in the view from above. Mountainous, infinite, mile after mile of the danger you love. It's colder than winter. The vertigo's starting to lift. Don't try to touch, don't warn me too much. You're causing a tectonic shift. Because I'm falling.
Good, pause it right there. Did you feel now when you went because I'm falling? You didn't have to move your jaw for that either, right?
Yeah.
It was an internal space and it was kind of intimate, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is what we want, right? Keep going. Actually, just go back to because I'm falling, right?
Out of control, and it feels like falling nowhere. The sign that says, beware, here comes an avalanche, gaining speed and ice and snow. Beware the avalanche, I don't know how to let go.
Yeah, so the best thing you want to have here, beware the avalanche, are closed vowels versus beware say beware the avalanche like you're from Canada.
Beware the avalanche. Oh.
You can now hold your nose and do it. That's not even your nose. Beware the avalanche.
Beware the avalanche.
Can you get it out of the nose? Beware the avalanche.
Beware the avalanche.
There you go. To higher, beware the avalanche.
Beware the avalanche.
Yeah, so I want you to do that, right? Beware the avalanche, whatever the words, what are the pitches?
Beware the avalanche. Oh, beware the avalanche.
Keep going.
Gaining speed and ice and snow. Beware the avalanche. I don't know how to let go.
Good.
Yeah.
Can you feel that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because it's behind the nose, not in the nose. You feel the difference in that activation?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Now let's go to the end. Key change, where you're just like, I don't even know what's happening there. Just some emotional sounds, right?
Yeah.
So what happens at that key change? What are the words? It's just I can't remember.
The key change where I'm trying to think of which key change.
It's the last key change where you go to F and you end the song.
Wait, I'm letting go. That one?
Yes.
She's letting go.
Okay, good. So let's sing that right there then. I'm letting, right. And what I want you to do is I want you to think about this. I want the bottom to be brighter than the top.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what happens.
I'm letting go. Nope, that's not. I'm letting go. I'm letting go. Okay.
You want to find it in the music?
The thing is, the music. Wait, yeah. Let me do that. Oh man, I feel like to have perfect pitch right now.
Well, if you just know the pitch, I'll give you a clue.
Okay. My giant binder of repertoire. I'm letting go. I'm letting. That's it.
Is it a G? I'm letting go. No, it couldn't be a G.
I'm letting, yeah, G. G, F, E flat, and then F, G, A. Yeah.
Okay, right there?
Yep. I'm letting go.
Good. One more time. And what I want you to do is I want you to take the weight out of the bottom. Just let it be pingy, but don't let it be, like, oh God, yes.
Okay. I'm letting go.
Did you hear the difference in the top?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's just about how we can access, right? And the thing about it is that every time you go to the chest voice and you make the chest voice a weighted event versus just an access or a color, right? Then what happens is we start carrying that weight up every single time we try to drop. And then it's just like every time we go down there, it's kind of like my image that I use. It's like if you have like your vocal folds, every time you go to the bottom, you're dipping them in gold. So they keep getting coated with weight, and then you're having to push that weight back out to the top. It's really just access to resonance. That's why I was saying make the bottom brighter than the top, because then you're going to be in your resonator versus a weight, right?
Yeah.
But also we had a significant reduce in nasality, right? Because when you come back down, sometimes you want to push into the nose, which we fixed, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, excellent job. Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Who's next? Did they show up?
I can go next.
Oh, Abby. Hi, Abby.
Hi. I think my mom registered under her name, so it's Julia, but I'm Abby.
Okay. Okay. Right. Sure.
Okay.
I won't force Julia to sing then.
Yeah. She signed me up. She was like, yes. And then I remember it said Julia, not Abby.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to sing No Good Deed from Wicked, and I'm in 11th grade.
Okay, great. So you're 16, 17 now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. I'm going to do a test to see if you can hear it. Is that good?
Yeah, sure. And is that coming through a speaker?
Yeah, I have a Bluetooth.
You can just move it a little bit behind you. It'll be better for me. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. As long as you can hear it.
Yeah. Is that better? A little bit? Got it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Let his flesh not be torn, let his blood leave no stain. For they beat him, let him feel no pain. Let his bones never break, and however they try to destroy him, let him never die, let him never die. Oh, what goodness is chanting? I don't even know what I'm reading. I don't even know which trick I ought to try. Fiera, where are you? Already dead or bleeding. One more disaster I can add to my generous supply. No good deed goes unpunished. No act of charity goes unresented. No good deed goes unpunished. That's my new creed. My road of good intentions led where such roads always lead. No good deed goes unpunished. Nessa, Dr. Dillman, Fiero, One question haunts and hurts. Too much to mention. Was I really seeking good? Or just seeking attention? Is that all good deeds are when looked at with an ice cold eye? If that's all good deeds are, then maybe that's the reason why no good deed goes unpunished. All helpful urge you should be circumvented. No good deed goes unpunished. Sure, I meant well, look at what well meant did. All right, enough, so be it then. But alas, dear greed, I am wicked through and through, since I cannot succeed. Hero, saving you, I promise no good deed. Will I attempt to do again and then again? No good deed will I do
Yeah, right?
Workout.
Yeah, Yeah, I need a cigarette. Don't smoke. Okay. So, all right. So who have you been listening to sing this?
Jessica Vosk is my favorite one.
Yeah, right. And who else have you listened to?
Rachel Tucker and Adina Menzel, just to actually know what the song was.
Yeah. Sure. So one of the things that I'd like to do is and listen to me when I say this, because it may sound like what at first, but I don't know. I felt like I heard somebody else singing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and I want to know what you sound like, right? So we're gonna make some general noises, and it's so easy on an iconic song like this to sound like an alphabet, right? Right. So let's do some just fun stuff, because I want to see if we can find a little bit more efficiency in this. And one of the things that I think you're doing as you're listening to older singers sing this, is you're listening to the warmth of their voice.
Yeah.
That kind of comes naturally in the voice. You know, I have a student who graduated from school 5 years ago, and then I just saw her for her first lesson after 5 years after being out of school, and her voice is so warm now. It's like all the colors she wanted to make, you know? So we just have to play and to see what happens. So let's do this. Can you just go, mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum.
Good. Now, as we're going down, same thing I was saying to Ryan, as you're going down, get brighter. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
There you go. And get brighter and smaller. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
There you go.
Mum, 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 mum.
Good. Less pressure down there. Go, mom.
Mum, 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 mum.
Go, mama.
Mama.
Yeah, and you go, There you go. Yeah. Nice and bright. That's fine. And I don't even care if it doesn't come out. We're just going to try it, right? Wee. Good. Now what I want you to do is you go down there. Wee. Just tilt the head up, okay? Yeah, one more. I lied, one more. Yeah, so I just wanted to get a little bit of compression, okay? Now say, hey. Right, hey. Good. Brighter on the bottom. There you go. See, did you feel your tongue change?
Yeah.
Yes. That tongue change is your best friend now. Ready? Keep going. And you go, hey, yeah. Good. So this is exactly what I wanted to see. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to start the song again, and you're gonna laugh when I tell you what I want you to do. I want you to sing this as if you were Glenda, not Elphaba.
Okay.
Right? So what does Glenda sound like?
She's like, popular, like.
Yes, exactly. She's just nice and bright. So let me hear if Brenda. We'll call her Brenda. Brenda.
I like that.
Right? Let me hear what happens.
All right.
Yeah, I want you to keep it like Glenda as long as you can, okay?
Good. I've never done this before. This is cool. All right. Woo!
Let his flesh not be torn, let his blood leave no stain. Though they beat him, let him feel no pain. Let his bones never break, and however they try to destroy him, let him never die, let him never die. Elakanamen, amen, achimachi, melakanamen. What good is this chanting? I don't even know what I'm reading. I don't even know which trick I ought to try. Fiera, where are you? Already dead or bleeding. One more disaster I can add to my generous supply.
Good, Abby, stop. How does that feel?
A lot easier for some reason.
Oh yeah, not just for some reason. It feels easier because you're working a lot less harder.
Yes.
And because of where it is in the registration, because of the natural beauty of your own voice, it still sounds like the Elphaba song, and it still sounds like Elphaba singing it. That sounded weird when I said it, but Elphaba singing it, right?
Right.
And it still had all the things that you wanted to have in it, and there was so much color in your voice. And I love your voice. The other voice was nice.
Yeah.
But it wasn't yours. I mean, you made it, so technically it was yours. But
Right.
it wasn't yours. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes, I know exactly what. Yes.
I just heard so much beautiful color and access in that sound. I know you felt it.
I definitely did. I was singing the supply part. I was like, why am I getting this way easier than before?
Because it's just lighter. You know what I mean? And that's, as while you're 16, 17 years old, right? 17 years old, it's okay to sing like that. It sounds beautiful. It has a really beautiful quality to it. But it doesn't sound, the other one just sounds like it's just like you're digging around the back of your throat a little bit for some, like you're trying to find some resonance and trying to make it really like I'm Elphaba now. Yeah. But you don't have to be. And even when you tried to make it Kristen Chenoweth, or Glinda, it didn't sound like that. It really sounded like it should. It was really beautiful. It sounded more like have you ever heard like Eden Espinosa's
I love her. Yeah.
right? It's a soprano who sings the Elphaba, right?
Yeah.
And that is exactly what I got. It was really lovely. Okay. So I want you to think about that as you're playing. I want you to think about, honoring your voice, because your speaking voice had nothing to do with this. And you went to sing, you're like, right? All right. Beautiful job. Great job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's excellent.
All right, is our last singer here, Shelby?
Ooh, Shelby quit. Do we have a backup?
Oh, if Shelby's not here, does anyone want to volunteer maybe?
Going once. Going twice. It's not like people are scrambling for music.
Okay, well, Isaac says he would like to volunteer. So go ahead and unmute yourself, Isaac, and go ahead.
Oh, great.
I wasn't prepared. Let me just set up my
That's
camera.
okay. Yeah, sure.
Ah! It's just gonna be getting, I guess, the top of my head, but I guess that's okay.
That's okay. You have gray hair, so.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot to grab my phone.
Isaac, what do you want to sing?
I was gonna be singing "Waving Through a Window" from Dear Evan Hansen.
Okay, that's a really easy song. I was just kidding.
Okay.
All right. We may not get to the whole thing, but we'll try.
Oh. Okay. I learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make the mistake, before I lead with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare, no slipping up if you slip away. So I've got nothing to share. No, I've got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? We start with stars in our eyes. We start believing that we belong, but every sun doesn't rise, and no one tells you where you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Oh, can anybody see? Is anybody waving when you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around? Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When I'm falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Did I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Oh, can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody waving? Whoa.
All right. Added in the optional C. How old are you, Isaac?
I am 16.
16. That's really beautiful access to the top part of your voice for a 16-year-old.
Thank you.
Okay. And also, I feel like this is like one of those moments where Pasek and Paul should have had like a better teacher in the composition class, because this range is so ridiculously large, right? Because you're like,
Yeah.
ah! And you're like, I'm waiting in the forest. It's like suddenly completely outside of comfortable range, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah. So when you're down there, when you're waving in the forest, so that was in. When you're what is it?
Falling in a forest.
Yeah. So when you're falling in a forest, so what I want you to do is I want you to whisper that for me first. When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around.
You're falling in a forest and there's nobody around. Do you ever really crash or even make a sound?
Good. So what? So you're not really whispering, but you're actually phonating down there. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
You see how much easier it is? It's a lot less pressure down there, right? And if you get down there, and that's probably why they wrote it there, because it's a little bit more like to yourself, and you're gonna build. When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around. Your turn.
When you're falling in a forest.
Wait, don't dig it. When. It'd be shallow to say when.
When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound?
Good. So Isaac, that was beautiful, and that was much. Can you feel the difference in that?
Mm-hmm.
And then did you notice how much easier it was to come out of it? Yeah, good. I heard it, so I hope you can feel it. Okay, now the waving. Yeah, so what vowels are you using up there? Are you singing waving or waving or eh?
Waving! It's more like an N.
And are you using, would you consider that to be your tenor voice or your falsetto?
I can belt my falsetto, so I would say it's more of a falsetto.
Like a reinforced falsetto? Hey!
Hey!
Yeah, so let's make some noises together. I'm a baritone. I might start bleeding. I don't know, but I'm gonna make some noises. So we're gonna go, hey! Your turn.
Hey!
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 Waving!
Waving!
Your dog does not like my tone. So I'm gonna go excuse me, waving.
Waving!
There you go. Waving.
Waving! Waving!
Waving, waving, waving.
Waving, waving, waving!
Waving, waving, waving.
Waving, waving, waving!
So notice how when we do that, waving, 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 there's not a lot of space in the mouth, right?
Mhm.
You're not doing waving, 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 right? Do it again. Waving, waving, waving.
Waving, waving, waving!
Way.
Wave!
Waving, waving. Sing that now. Do it again. Can you do see if you can get reorganized to that? Way, way, in full voice.
Wave!
There you go. Sorry, I had motorcycles come down my street that were competing. Now, can you do the same thing again? Now sing waving. Is that your reinforced falsetto, or is that connected now?
That's my reinforced falsetto.
What if it wasn't? Let's try it without it.
Okay. Waving, waving, waving!
So you can do it, right? Can you put it in the same place as the reinforced falsetto? Again. Good, now sing way. Since you chose to sing. Yeah, good. You chose to sing a C, so I gotta make you do it. Do it again. Is your original sound off or on?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, nothing. You're just cutting out a little bit when you go up there. That's all the freakishly good overtones that you have right now. Do it again. Good. Now, can you go from so wind back a little bit and kind of go into the end of the song now.
Okay. Do you want me to use my accompaniment or?
Yeah, just do like the last 10 or 15 bars. I just want to see if any of the light work that we did up there was going to allow you to stay not in your falsetto. I want you to do all full voice.
Okay.
And don't tell your teacher I said to do that.
I'm having trouble because I'm using app accompanist, so I don't know where in the music that would be.
Oh, that's okay. You can do a cappella if you want.
Okay.
Where's a good place to start? What pitch do you need?
Okay. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Oh, can anybody see? Is anybody waving?
Good. Now, when you start that one more time, and you know that placement you're using up here for waving, I want you to see if you can start this down here as that bright. Okay.
Okay. Watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. I trying to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Oh,
Good. How does that feel?
it feels a lot more musical theater than it did before.
Yeah, that's good. That's what you want it to be, right? And then when you make that extension up to those the B, and the B flat, then it sounds the same. It sounds like it's just like a more expressive, part of you, and it sounds connected. Yeah, you've got a lot of access. That's really beautiful. Yeah, very good. That's a tough song, and to be your age and be able to navigate it that way is very intellectual and smart of you. So good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, do we have any quick questions? Does anybody have any questions they want to ask? They can throw them in the chat or unmute and ask a question. Anybody?
Any questions?
All right.
All right.
Well,
Well, thank you so much, Kevin Wilson, for your time. Could you just remind everyone, if they want to reach out to you or have further questions about, what was discussed today, how could they possibly reach you?
So I'll put my email in the chat here. So it's kwilson@berklee.edu. Also, our chair of voice is here, Patty Tom, and then also our director of admissions is here, the coordinator for musical theater admissions, Sarah Scheckman, is here. So they're both here listening to you sing beautifully. Can you type that? I typed
will.
it. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I can redo it. I always typed the wrong person. There we go. Yeah.
Great.
So please do feel free to email me if you have any questions that you didn't want to ask in public, or you want to know anything about the school, or you'd like to come to a visit if we have those anytime soon with COVID.
Well, thank you so much for your time and for your expertise, and I appreciate everyone being so attentive, and congratulations to the singers as well.
Yes.
We're on our last night of the expo, so I hope everyone is able to join for these last couple of classes. But know that these videos will also be available in our online video library for our subscribers as well, okay?
Great. Thank you, Isaac, for jumping in.
Thank you.
All right. Beautiful job, everybody. Thank you.
All right.
Have a great day.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.